Hey guys, today's situation is all about Valentine's Day. What are you doing? Who are you doing with? What you cooking? I got you covered. Not me, I promise. Get ready for an excellent conversation, and it's gonna be tasty.
Situations and conversations with Trey Renee. Situations and conversations with Trey Renee. Real situations, real conversations. Empowering the community leads to elevation. Entertainment and education, no better time than now. Pure enlightenment for the crowd. This is Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee.
Hey, welcome to Situations and Conversations. I'm Trey Renee, and I am so happy to be live right here in the Basco Appliance Center at Lake Oswego with none other than the kitchen killer herself. Chef Kiara Hardy is here.
Hey, Trey.
Yes, actually, I'm here. This is where
this is my home.
Operate. So thank you for having me.
Of course. Thanks for coming. We'd love to have you here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's been way too long since we've been together.
Yes.
Season 1 has come and gone. We are now in season 2, and
Yep.
you're gracing everybody with your skills once again.
Absolutely.
And this time, this is in honor of your upcoming Bay Day weekend.
Yes, we are doing romance here. We're talking dinners for two, love, and all that good stuff. And so typically when we hear dinners for two, people think surf and turf. People think steak and lobster. So that's what I'm going to do for you today.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to pull out the big stuff.
This says love.
That says
this
love,
says
right?
love you very much. This says I love you infinity and beyond. So I'm excited. Okay, let's get started.
Cool. So here's what we're going to do. Steak and potatoes, right? So here, I got some Yukon Golds here. Mm-hmm. These I just diced up nice, big and chunky, dropped them in some salted water. We salt our water first. That way it kind of infuses and seasons our potatoes in the cooking process.
Okay.
Also speeds up that boiling process. So we cut them. We left the skin on because yes, this is romance. Yes, this is a dinner for two. But this is a fairly simple meal that I think a man or a woman with average cooking skills can do.
Does that leave me out already?
You can do this, Trey.
I don't know. I'm going to try. Can I be your sous chef and like at least hand you some of the things today?
Absolutely. So, and then I want you to say also, I left the skin on those, right? So it's super easy. With particular potatoes, even with those russets that people are used to, leave the skin on. Save you some time. Rough chop them, put them in some water.
Okay.
So we're going to move right on to our steaks now.
Ooh-wee. Okay,
I'm turning my pan on.
Tell me about this steak. Where'd you get it?
So these are from my favorite grocery store, Zupan's Market.
Yes.
Zupan's has incredible selections of meat, steak, fish, seafood, all that good stuff. And so we got these. These are some New York strips. They're prime, so they have really great marbling, ready to go. So these, and I'm gonna let you get in here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay,
we're gonna let you get your salt bae on.
Let me hold on. Okay. I'm so excited. This never happens.
So you're gonna grab your salt and you're gonna liberally season your steaks.
Okay, so just like you chefs do, can I do like that?
Absolutely.
Like
get in there, but you want every
I want
component.
more though,
yeah,
right?
go hard. Don't be afraid.
Now it's not gonna be too salty.
Nah, because listen, this is all we're doing to this is salt and pepper. And you see how thick this steak is?
Yes.
You're gonna want a nice soft crust on there.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I keep going?
Keep going. You're all right.
It is snowing in the kitchen.
All right, let's go with your pepper now. You're gonna do the same thing.
Now, is this particular special salt?
This is
like
kosher salt. It's kosher salt.
Okay.
I like a nice big grain salt. One, because you can see it, and you can't over salt or under salt, and it gives you a nice good crust once we hit it on the pan too.
Yeah, the crust part. Okay.
Need that.
So now I'm doing this.
Same with your black pepper.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, it's a little finer, so I have to feel like I need to be a little careful. But dang, did it disintegrate in my fingers? It's like I can't even see it.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna hold this for you, and then grab those tongs and flip your meat over.
Oh, because you got to do it on both sides.
Do it on both sides.
Ooh, this is no joke. This is love right here, ladies and gentlemen and children.
Give you that back.
Okay, hold on. Let me try and get that. Okay. So I don't have to I don't have to start with what I started with. I can just do
No,
this.
you're good.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm gonna throw some butter in this pan.
Okay. Ooh, you know that's my favorite sound.
I know it.
Sizzling!
And then I got a little oil. I like when I'm doing my steaks. Mm-hmm. Whenever I'm doing a good sear, I like to do a mix of oil and butter. Right? So
what kind of oil?
This is just olive oil.
Okay.
So this is just regular butter, unsalted butter, because we want to control our salt, right? Okay. Unsalted butter and olive oil. All right. We want it nice and brown. We want the fat from our butter to give us a nice good crust and color. we want the oil to help temper the temperature so it doesn't burn.
Okay, okay.
All right?
Got you.
You want to pass me that?
I sure do.
And then we're going to start laying them down. Now, I got my heat nice and high. And then we're going to kind of control it a little back and forth. So, steaks down. You heard that sizzle?
Ooh. Y'all hear it? You hear it? Yes, okay.
And so we're laying them down, and then that's that. So we're going to let those rest. We're going to not let them rest, but let them cook. So a lot of times where people mess up when they're making steaks, they start flipping it around, touching it. Leave it alone.
So just, even on this high heat?
Even on this high heat. And you'll be able to tell when it gets too hot for you, right?
Okay.
What we will do is add some aromatics. So I got some thyme.
Just drop the whole thing in there,
Drop the whole thing in there.
What's that?
That's sage.
Okay.
This is some rosemary. And that's more thyme. So we're just going to throw these in there. And these are aromatics that are going to help give more flavor. You smell that?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Help give more flavor.
Oh, my gosh. It smells so good already. Okay. So I have to, keep telling me to leave it alone.
No. I know you want to mess with it, right?
I do. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to do what you say. Okay.
Here's what we're going to do. While that's going and building the crust, I got some melted butter here.
Okay.
And then this is our lobster. Again, my friends at Zupans make this super easy for you. Now, you could go and buy a whole lobster. You can blanch it, pull the shells, take the meat, or...
That's a lot.
You can go in the seafood department.
That's where I'm at. Yes, exactly.
See my friend Vicky over there.
Okay.
And they have this cooked Maine lobster already prepared, and I'm just dropping it in some butter.
Nice. Okay.
Right? And so I'm just doing this, one, to kind of moisten it a little bit, to kind of poach it. And then when I put it in my potatoes, it just kind of falls and blends with my potatoes.
That's right, because it's lobster mash, right?
This is a lobster mash.
Ooh.
Now, we could have done something along the lines of got some lobster tails and split those two, but surf and turf, super easy. Starch, lobster, steak.
Okay. Now the butter, was that also unsalted? And how
was-
much butter did you use?
I put 2 sticks of butter in there.
Okay.
Now, we may not use all of it. We'll kind of gauge it when it's time for us to mash it in our potatoes. But I did 2 sticks of butter, mostly just because I wanted the lobster to, one, absorb some of that butter, and then also be completely covered. And it's melted, and yes, it's unsalted butter.
Okay.
I always use unsalted butter.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I go wrong. I always grab salted. I just grab it, and then I don't realize when I'm cooking that I've already seasoned it, and then everything's like,
Yes.
too salty.
And the only time I like using salted butter, the only time, is if I'm using it specifically for bread. Right? You know, when you're toasting some bread.
Well, hello, that's the only thing I cook is toast. So it makes sense. Okay.
All right, look at that.
That is beautiful.
Nice, beautiful crust on there.
Oh, I hope people can see this. Are y'all getting this? Can you see it?
And so we're going. Look at my little rosemary wants to catch on fire here.
Oh. Well, now it's really aromatic.
Now it's really aromatic.
Woo!
So look, I'm going to throw more butter in.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I'm actually going to do one of these numbers.
Now, is this an eyeballing situation where you just kind of feel like you needed more butter?
Yep.
It looked like there was butter in there.
There is butter.
More butter, more butter, more butter.
Exactly. So look what I'm doing here, right? See all my herbs in there? So I'm going to move my steak around, and you can do this too. We're going to take our pan, and we want this butter to baste.
Okay.
And so we're just standing here, basting.
Oh my gosh.
And that's why I got more butter in here, because I need the flavor.
I see that. Now, how do you know if it's cooked all the way through? That's one of the things I think people have a hard time knowing when they're cooking beef.
So it depends on what cooked all the way through means to you.
True, because my husband likes medium. I like medium well.
Okay.
So I guess it does kind of just depend on what you like.
Right, and so these are pretty thick steaks. So what we're gonna do with these is let that crust settle on the bottom, and then we're gonna take a whole pan, which you can do at home if you got a decent pan, no rubber handles, right?
Okay.
Take our whole pan, pop it in the oven.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Okay.
So.
You took my sound away. I don't know what to do now. I feel so quiet.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab this towel because the handle's probably hot.
Okay,
I'm going to move our potatoes up. Cut that off. And so to answer your question about when it's done, if I want a rare steak, I'm going to pull that out in about 2 minutes.
Oh.
Because my oven's on 475. It's piping hot.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it out, and then I'm going to let it rest. By the time it finished resting, it's going to continue to cook. I'll slice it. It'll be about rare.
Okay.
In about 10 minutes, it'll be medium rare. About 12 minutes, medium. But we got to remember also, as you pull it out of the oven, it's going to continue to cook, particularly if you leave it in the same pan.
I'm glad you said that because so many times, even with bacon, you think you pull it out and it's still cooking on the side and you wonder how come it's like shriveled up to this.
That's carryover cooking. Carryover
that's
cooking.
called. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. So our potatoes are done here. I'm going to strain these potatoes and then we're going to start assembling our mashed potatoes in the process.
Okay. Do you want to do that now or do you want to do that when we
Let's
come
go
back?
on a break and come back.
Okay, you heard, Chef. We're going to break and we're coming right back. And by break, I mean it's like this long. So don't go anywhere, really, like nowhere. We'll be right back.
For more than 40 years, Self-Enhancement Incorporated has helped thousands of at-risk youth and families in Portland. We have Libra Ford joining us, COO of SEI. Libra, what does SEI mean to you?
SEI means home to me. When I think about my physical home, the place of belonging, the shelter it provides me, the warmth, that's how I feel about SEI. It's foundational in its community. It is absolutely providing shelter against barriers. It gives people a place of belonging.
We are lucky to live in such a generous community. Oregonians want to help. What do you want to tell them about SEI?
Supporting SEI is important. It impacts all of us. Every child, every human being, the ability to stretch and be more than their circumstances. Every time we provide that ability for someone, we all win.
Self-Enhancement Incorporated needs your help. A small gift today can dramatically change the trajectory of someone's life tomorrow. Visit selfenhancement.org.
And we are back with Situations and Conversations. As you can see, I am no longer in the kitchen. The stars are in the kitchen where they need to be. Kitchen Killer is here along with Crystal Chanel. And I know that we have steaks in the oven.
Steaks in the oven.
We have potatoes and lobster.
Ready to be mashed.
Oh my gosh, and all of this is in preparation of Bay Day weekend. I'm so happy to finally talk to you guys about this. I've wanted to go, but tell me about Bay Day weekend, how it got started, and why you do it.
Okay, so Bay Day weekend really started as a Bay Day dinner. And by Bay, we mean like Bay, like Crystal's my Bay.
Right,
You know what I mean? It's short,
Very cute.
you know, slang for baby, Bay. So we started doing a Bay Day dinner a few years ago in South Florida. And I wanted to do this big elaborate Valentine's Day dinner. And I asked Crystal to host it for me.
Yes, because you're the hostess with the mostest.
She is the ultimate host, right? There is no other host I would want to do a dinner, right? So we did this incredible 5-course aphrodisiac-infused dinner.
Oh,
every
very
course
sexy.
was sexy, chocolate, pomegranates, espresso, all these different aphrodisiacs that we infused. Crystal hosted it, and it was just like a thing. So then we started to do it every year. When we moved here to Portland, we had friends and family in South Florida who were like, yo, we want our Bay Day dinner again.
Right.
So,
We'll travel for Bay Day.
Yes.
and so, you know, that's a bit of a trek from South Florida. So we said, hey, let's turn it into a weekend. And so Crystal kind of took the reins and turned it into a full weekend of romance and excursions and all kind of fun stuff.
Well,
Right.
Crystal, do tell about what people can expect. I mean, can people still sign up for Bay Day?
Absolutely. We're just opening things up. Really, you can go to the website, baydayweekendpdx.com.
Yep.
And it has all the information, but you stay in the hotel with us. The hotel has happy hour every single day, so that makes it a lot of fun. Hotel Vintage is our hotel. But we do excursions all weekend, from wineries to horseback riding. It's different. It just depends on what we're feeling. But the idea is we're putting a lot of love in the air, and then it ends with that 5-course aphrodisiac pop-up dinner
We still
that
bring it back.
everybody looks for.
Gotta do that. I mean, come on. Food is love.
Right.
Love is food. And you guys are love. And I love being around you guys. So I can just imagine how much fun this event is going to be.
So much fun.
Okay, so now here's the question.
Yes.
Do you have to be a couple? Or can you be a single and bay on yourself? Or maybe looking for some other singles? Like,
While
what's the
Crystal
deal?
answers that question, I'm going to start mashing our potatoes. So
Oh, yes,
before
okay.
the break, we talked, I drained off my potatoes. Now I let them cool. They're nice and soft. I'm mashing them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start adding my, before I add that, I'm going to start adding a little salt, some chives, and a couple other things.
Ooh,
So do you have to be a couple to come to Bay Day weekend?
Absolutely not. Obviously, couples are welcome. Obviously, Valentine's Day is meant for couples. But folks who are single, they love being a third wheel with us. It is so much fun hanging out with us. Listen, as long as you got a good personality and you like to have fun, it doesn't matter if you're solo or with a few people. Okay. As long as you like to travel, as long as you like to drink wine, and as long as you love good food.
I love it.
That's all that matters.
I love it. That's all you need.
If I can say, last Bay Day weekend, we had a handful of singles.
Yes.
And 1 or 2 may not have left single.
Oh,
Right.
oh, well then this is a whole other situation we were having that conversation about. That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Well, the love is in the air. The food smells amazing. And I know that all of it is a part of the Bay Day weekend, but let's get back to this real quick.
Okay.
Right.
So talk to me about what's happening now, Chef.
All right, so I got my potatoes that I'm mashing. I added a little heavy cream, some salt, and some chives that I added in here. And now we're going back to my butter and my lobster. So remember we talked about this lobster that was already cooked. I had some melted butter that I just kind of softly poached my lobster in here. Now I'm going into my potatoes with this lobster.
Okay, so you don't dump the whole thing in
Nope,
there.
and because I don't have a whole lot of potatoes in here, so we're gonna gauge it, right?
Okay.
And so I'm gonna add some of this butter in here for sure. And then we're gonna
Thank
mash.
you. Please and thank you.
Yeah. Remember, our lobster absorbed a lot of that butter too.
True. Ooh.
And we'll just kind of play it by ear with the creaminess. Yeah, a little more.
So that helps with the cream. So you did the heavy cream.
But just a little. Like
Yeah.
literally, you could do it with just butter, no cream, if you wanted to, right? I like a good creamy mash when I serve it. So I like to make sure that you add enough moisture in there.
That
These
looks good.
potatoes.
That is coming
You see
together
that?
quite nicely.
Yes.
Now, what about our steak?
And the steaks are coming out right now.
Ooh, okay.
I'm excited.
You guys, we are here at Basco Appliances in Lake Oswego. Active scene back here. People are actually in here, not only cooking, but trying to get in here. But we closed it. We closed it. Okay.
Your dream kitchen is in Basco Appliances.
Seriously.
Trust me when I tell you. Alrighty. So you see these steaks, and then you told me you like yours a little medium well, right?
Yes.
So I left them in a little longer.
Okay. Thank you.
I personally like mine a little medium rare, but you know how much I love Trey, so
Yay! Yay!
so we're pulling these out. And remember we talked about carryover cooking, right?
Yes.
So as they sit in the pan, as they sit here, they're going to continue to cook.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that.
How long do they cook?
Just a few minutes.
On their own with the carryover?
Yeah, just
Okay.
as the temperature, so it'll rise continually, and then it'll start to lower, right? So what we want to do is let that rest for just a moment or two. In the meantime, I'm going to get my potatoes here.
Ooh, is it tasting time? It's tasting time.
It's tasting time.
Oh my gosh, Crystal, I don't know how you do this every day.
Portion control. Because I'm going to
But
eat
you
everything.
can't control the love.
Right.
And the love is in the food and the details and everything. And so, yes, Bay Day is going to be incredible. Oh,
Do you
my,
see
oh
that?
my goodness.
Do you see that?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh, my goodness.
I think what I'll do is come over here
Yes.
so you ladies can see that a little better.
Do you still need this Maine
know-
lobster juice?
You know what? And I totally forgot about that. That's actually my secret, right? So when
I
we
spilled the tea.
It's okay. It's okay. Because I forgot about it. So typically what I might do is cut a little bit of the heavy cream with the lobster base. And this is just essentially lobster stock.
Oh, okay.
So it just adds more lobster flavor,
Gotcha.
right?
Well, I don't know if you even need any more because, I mean, you are getting busy with this right here.
Lord, where's the forks?
Makes you want to sing.
So
Okay.
now we're going to come over here. You want to switch with me? You want to come on this
Yes.
side? So now
Okay.
you're going to take that rosemary off of there. And now we'll start to, let's see here.
Oh, look at it. Oh, my goodness. And it really wasn't that hard if people feel like they want to recreate this meal at home. It's not that difficult.
You can recreate this meal. Don't just
You
do
see,
people.
I put it off on the viewers.
You can
people.
do this, Trey.
Oh my gosh, okay. I know what I can do. Get a fork.
Yes,
Somebody-
right.
Crystal,
right,
you got
right.
a fork somewhere back there for me? Oh, wow.
Let's see here. I think we might have. Where are the forks here? Here we go.
Yay.
Oh my God.
In the meantime, you guys make sure that you register. Thank you very much. Register, get your tickets for Bay Day weekend. The website is on the screen, and you guys, I can't thank you enough for sharing the love with everybody else here. And it's going to be in Portland.
Yes.
It's here in Portland. I know we talked a lot about travel, but it's here in Portland.
Here in Portland, February 11th through 15th.
Yes.
Yay! We'll be right back, y'all. I can't. We'll be right back, I promise, and this will be gone. Don't go away.
SEI has been a pillar in this community for 40 years. Our roots run deep, with thousands upon thousands of lives changed for the better. If 4 decades has taught us one thing, it's that we are resilient, and no matter the challenge, we will show up for our people. We pivot, we adapt, and we serve with excellence. 40 years is just the beginning. Come see what's next.
Urban League of Portland presents COVID Conversations.
So where is a good place to get reliable information about COVID-19, the vaccines and symptoms, etc., etc. So what I would say, it's places like this where we're having conversations, where we're talking to each other, answering questions. Go to your doctor, your trusted source of information regarding medical issues. Other places where you can go to the REACH website with Multnomah County, or you can go to the Urban League website where they have COVID information, or Oregon Health Authority information. One last place that I would say is a good resource is the CDC website.
COVID Conversations are brought to you by Urban League of Portland, empowering Black communities in Portland and Southwest Washington since 1945. For more information, head to ulpdx.org. Thanks for watching Situations and Conversations. We are back with what we like to call, Hey Trey, that's me. This is where you get to ask me any question you like. So, what you got for me?
Thanks, Trey. And I'm Ace of Spade with P-Town Media, right here at Drip, one of the dopest urban fashion stores right here in Portland.
I'm Javen Harper. We are P-Town Media. Trey, look, we have another community question for you. Take a look.
Hey, Trey, what's the best way to spark your love interest for Valentine's Day?
What's your favorite daytime talk show?
Situations and Conversations.
You heard it.
That's a good question. Easy, go to Bay Day. I mean, that's the obvious answer, especially since we've been talking about how fantastic it's going to be all show. But I am not an expert, okay? I have been married for a while now, and there have been several sparks. They're the good kind and they're the bad kind. I don't know the kind you're looking for. I'm hoping that it's the good kind. Communication, you guys. Honestly, that's the best advice I could give you. You have to communicate with each other, and you have to understand where each other are coming from. Also, surprises, maybe? I like surprises, but see, my husband knows that. I don't know about your partner. If you don't like surprises, you should communicate that so that the other person doesn't ruin the whole, you see where I'm going with that? So yeah, it's all back to communication, and that's about the best thing I can give you. Except maybe lingerie doesn't hurt? Okay, I'm sorry. We'll be right back with Artist Spotlight on Situations and Conversations. Don't go away.
Press release marketing is the solution for small business owners wearing way too many hats. We suggest you talk to a professional today about outsourcing your marketing campaigns and strategies. To book a complimentary consult, visit justpressrelease.com today.
All right, welcome back. It is now time for the Situations and Conversations Artist Spotlight. My guys, Asa and Javen of P-Town Media are out and about highlighting local artists. So, who's in the spotlight, guys?
Thanks, Trey, and welcome to this week's Artist Spotlight. We have an amazing artist here ready to perform for you. My name's Ace of Spade. I am Javen Harper. We are P-Town Media. This week's artist has amazing sound and amazing industry style. Mighty has been on tour with some of the best in the game. Just to name a few, Rakim, Twista. Mighty has 2 songs that can be heard as an anthem for the Oregon Ducks and the Portland Trailblazers. Mighty's music can be found on all streaming platforms.
So make sure you don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. And y'all keep it locked right here, because we about to get ready for my man, Mighty.
Bags over clout, bags over clout. Reach up in the stash, try to sort it out. Been getting money with a mask, you can point them out. They don't run the city, they just giving you the runaround. It's easy to spot when you know the territory. The rest is for the birds, is what a parrot told me. There's nothing to inherit, I'm the hero, homie. You gotta watch some Looney Tunes with all these carrots on me. Get it, got it, good. This ain't Hollywood. Put that on the hood. They told me you shouldn't, but they all knew I would. They knew it, they could've called it. Even if I threw it, they couldn't have called it. I got too many giving they 2 cents. They ain't swing through cents. I mean, either way, I wouldn't have bought it. Putting on for the town, all hands on deck. I don't need a handout. Rise up for the squad, yeah, I do it for the fam. I don't do it for the clout. In the fast lane, money ain't a thing, but the cash came. Trying not to crash, let up off the gas main. This shit for the family, I hustle for my last name. Round table for the feast. Surround yourself with beasts. Nash beats, I made thousands in the streets. Count your blessings, my accountant's overseas. Big bag, no clout chasing. Spot that a mile away, no Dalmatian. Been a pillar for the town, I'm the foundation. This the sound of staying down for the crown, ain't it? This the sound of staying. Putting on for the town, all hands on deck. I don't need a handout. Rise up for the squad, yeah, I do it for the fam. I don't do it for the clout. Putting on for the town, all hands on deck. I don't need a handout. Rise up for the squad, yeah, I do it for the fam. I don't do it for the clout. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the clout. For the fam, I don't do it for the.
Mighty, I wanted to thank you for an amazing performance. Bags over clout. That's a banger, by the way. I got a question for you, man. When did you fall in love with music?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, and a lot of people, you know, a lot of people have, you know, therapeutic things that they lean into when things are going on in their life. But as a youngster, I went through a lot of things, you feel me? I had a very tumultuous life, you feel me? And so I felt like just putting them words out on a pen and pad when I was, 8, 9, 10 years old, it just kind of started to flourish into other things.
Amazing, man. Bags over clout, bags over clout. Hey. Man, off the Homecoming EP, man. Yeah. Let them know a little bit about that EP. It's a double EP, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, let them know something about that.
A-side, B-side. Big thing in hip hop, A-side, B-side, feel me? And so we dropped Bags Over Cloud on side A, Homecoming on side B. Both of them are streaming incredibly well. 50,000 views on Bags Over Cloud video as well on YouTube. Still moving 250,000 streams on that bad boy. So now what we're looking to do is just to keep that ball rolling with hopefully some new music for everybody, you feel me? And from here on out, you know, you go get that at itsmighty.com. You need to go tap in at It's Mighty on every social media platform and search Bags Over Clout on your streaming platform. You know what I mean? So you feel me? It is what it is, bro. I appreciate y'all.
Man, thank you so much, man, for the awesome performance, the great information where we can find the music, man. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked right here. Artist Spotlight. Back to you, Trey.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much to our Artist Spotlight guest. Love me also some Kitchen Killer and Crystal Chanel representing Bay Day weekend. Make sure you get those tickets. It's going to be amazing. And thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I love and appreciate you for it. God willing, we'll be back together again next week. But until then, make sure you take excellent care of yourselves. Take care of others. When you think me, think we. When you think you, think two. See you next time. Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Self-Enhancement Inc., Youth Potential Realized. And thanks to our friends at Peace Health, Urban League of Portland, Holla, and Home Place Furniture and Design. Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee is a Bum Juice Entertainment production in conjunction with Thomas Chung Films, Keytown Media, Press Release Marketing, Robin Allen Style, and Hype Her Ventures. Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee, Saturdays at 10 a.m. on Fox 12 Plus.